Okay,
So some of our screens are going to have, Jamie and I will be on one screen. So some will be groups of three.
that's fine. Right now, there's an odd, I mean, if there's an odd number of people, it will be groups of 2 to 3.
Yeah, just mentioning that for people who will get weirded out.
I just downloaded the worship script as a PDF and I've got it sitting off to the side. Now I can peek at it whenever I need to. And that way it won't interfere. I don't have to go through my windows and I don't have to try and scroll. I put it on one page and it's just sitting there, one page off to the side, and I'll be able to use it that way.
That's what I've done as
Oh,
well.
come on, Zoom.
All right. Anything else we need to test before we get started?
Okay, so am I going to be spotlighting or is Mo going to be spotlighting?
You and I are spotlighting, and I put
Okay,
it in the
I've got saw it
script.
in the script.
Yep.
So
You and I are handling the spotlight so that all Mo has to do is handle the screen sharing and the audio sharing.
okay. So now I've got participants up and I have chat up just to keep track of things.
Yep.
And then let's see. Okay, there we go. If I interesting. Okay. Under more, I looked it up about the spotlighting, and now it's not doing what I looked up. All right. So it's like I should click on Nita, and
If
then
you
let's say,
hover over Nita with your mouse and there's three
oh, wait a minute,
dots.
wait a minute, wait. I hover over here, and then go to those three dots, then go to spotlight for everybody. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And now I will remove spotlight. Okay. That's where so I don't actually need to have um, participants up.
You don't. Uh,
No, I
the
can
person,
turn that off and just have chat up.
yep. And the person who will probably want participants up is Margaret, because then if somebody's got their audio on or their camera on and they're doing something weird in the background, we can turn it off.
Got it. Then I just have to remember to allow them to speak when they go into breakout rooms.
Yes. Okay. Anything else we need to check?
Yeah, are you able to hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Oh God, I need to mute one of them.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times I can hear you.
Crap. Sorry, that's muted now. Okay. I'm trying to get the audio going on the live stream and I'm not getting there yet. Oh, good news. We might be there.
Yay.
Come on, OBS. Is that just coming from here though? What if you talk? Say
Okay,
what?
I'm talking. Hello, good morning. Welcome to First Unitarian. It's actually a beautiful day outside.
It is cold.
Yes.
Appears to be functioning correctly. Live streaming to YouTube. How's that? Is anyone able to go on the live stream and see if you can hear this?
Sure. Oops. No. Move. Ah.
I'll
Stop.
see if I can hear it, but I'll go in a different room, I guess.
Okay. Somebody say something.
Yeah.
Hello, 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 hello.
Happy
Uh,
Sunday.
You hearing anything?
No.
There's probably a bit of latency on the stream, so give it a couple seconds.
See if I can hear it.
Oh, yes, it's coming through. Yes.
Good.
We have sound on the live stream.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Good job, Mo. Yeah, there's definitely a little latency, but we have sound, so.
Good. Oh, God. That's got to stop.
We also apparently have time dilation.
All right.
So
Okay.
I actually won't go on there.
Okay.
So actually, Tom's got a number of screens where he's going to be, and he's going to have headset on. So he could, when he gets here, gets up and running, he can also help monitor the stream.
Okay.
Just make sure that things are coming through
Mm-hmm.
on the stream and everything. I don't think I'm going to try and do that and this at the same time. That
Right.
probably be a bad idea. But it's nice having two people in the same place to. Our
Okay.
household will count as 3 attending here.
I want to.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I was going to say, right now I have 3 attending as well just to get this right.
So let me make you all co-hosts.
Let me run the sound from the slides again just to make sure that's working on the thing.
Okay. Yep. We have sound. Okay.
Oh, that's not what I'm looking for.
So Kim, I
That's what
can't
I'm
make
looking
the
for.
non-people co-hosts. You'll have to
That
do
may be
that.
because I've already made them co-hosts.
No, oh, okay. Or maybe we're at the limit of co-hosts.
Let's see. I don't think there's a limit
Oh, there you go.
because I just did it. Maybe you have to be a host to make somebody a co-host.
That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Or turn off the sound. This toast is really crunchy.
All right. I think we are good to go. I'm going to jump off and get more coffee and a little bit of breakfast. And I will be back here at 9:45.
Okay,
Perfect.
I
All
will
right.
use the bathroom.
Hi, BJ. We'll be starting closer to 9:50 when everybody will come back on. But just
Okay.
wanted to let you know we knew you were here.
Okay,
Welcome.
thank you.
This is Margaret of Margaret and Jamie. So glad to hear that you joined the church.
Yes. Joyful.
Yes, yes. Very good. So anyway, that's why screens are dark, but it'll come. You're in the right place.
Yes.
Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Church of St. Louis. My name is Sarah Dashner. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I am a worship assistant. We're glad you could join us this Sunday online. If you are new to our congregation, please fill out a newcomer form found in the link in the chat window. And while you're checking out the chat, go ahead and type a greeting. Be sure to stay for the virtual coffee hour after the end of the service so you can visit with a small group who will welcome you. Just a few points of orientation. The order of service is available at the link in your chat window as well as on the church website and e-news. If you do not receive the e-newsletter, you can subscribe by clicking on the link in the chat box now. We also want to remind you that recordings of our service are available on the church YouTube channel. Please have a pen or pencil and paper or journal available for later in the service. We welcome families with children. Families with children are invited to connect with our Minister of Congregational Life, Reverend Sabrina Trupia, for more information on our religious education program. If you are attending online, you can connect with each other in the chat, as we all will today. This is for when we're in person, for those who are online when we are in person. There are several important announcements this morning. Our Whole Lives Sexuality Education for middle school aged children is going to be offered in January 2026. We'll offer 2 parent orientation times, December 14 and January 11. For more information, email Reverend Sabrina Trupia. The No Rehearsal Pageant is coming on December 14th. We will need lots of people, both young and young at heart, to play various roles. So come dressed as your favorite kind of livestock, as a herder, or as an angel, or the Virgin Mary or Joseph, or just come as you are. All can participate. The Hanging of the Greens holiday party is Friday, December 5th. Check the e-news for more information and to sign up. Join Reverend Kim and others on the Remember the Removal walk, ride, and bike on Saturday, December the 6th in Steelville, Missouri, to commemorate the original Trail of Tears crossing in Missouri. Advance registration is required. See your e-newsletter or the church website for details. The First Unitarian Social Justice Committee's 2026 planning retreat will be Saturday, January 10, 2026, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. See the e-news for details. The Tuesday Human Rights Matter vigil will move to an earlier time, 3:30 to 4:30, beginning this week. It is getting dark earlier and we want to be visible. Now please center yourself in preparation for worship. Welcome to this religious community where we affirm the worth and dignity of all who enter. We gather in community, understanding we are all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, identity, and theology. Our values invite us to a shared journey of truth and meaning making. Together, we foster a spirit of gratitude and generosity so all may feel welcome and all can thrive. We are glad to be together this morning. Please enjoy our prelude in G major by Felix Mendelssohn and performed during the pandemic by Earl Naylor.
Good morning. I'm the Reverend Dr. Nita Penfold, a member of the worship committee, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Our Soul Matters theme for the month is nurturing gratitude. I invite you into worship with these words by theologian Matthew Fox. Let us give thanks for the miracle of our existence, creation, the universe, the cosmos, all that is and all that brought us here, us being the Milky Way, our sun, our moon, our Mother Earth, our soil, our waters, our rivers, lakes, oceans, waterfalls, and the beauty thereof. For all the original blessings over 13.8 billion years that preceded human existence and persist to this day. For all the non-two-legged creatures, each of whom Thomas Burton calls saints, and that includes rocks and trees, forests and fields, flowers, animals, fish, birds with their music,
breakthroughs that save lives and
reptiles,
feed the world
insects,
using the scientific process. Learn more
butterflies,
at
bees, wolves, giraffes,
sciencedelivers.com.
elephants,
This is NPR.
dolphins, whales, chimpanzees, dogs, cats, horses, the four-legged and winged ones, the slithering and finned ones, all original blessings. And our human ancestors who have preceded us and instructed us and made our existence possible. May we humans, so late on the scene, honor and respect and reverence our time and place in creation and evolution. 13.8 billion years in the making. May we also live up to being original blessings ourselves, who bring goodness into the holy circle of existence. Amen. Blessed be. Now, please join as you are willing and able in our opening hymn of the month, number 322, Thanks Be for These.
Our chalice lighting is by Katie Savani Chelfand. Our abundant life together. We light our chalice as a symbol of gratitude. We celebrate the abundance of our lives together. In this sanctuary, we harvest bushels of strength for one another and offer our crop with hands of compassion and generosity. In the authentic and gentle manner of our connections, we cultivate a simple sweetness to brighten our spirits. May we be grateful for the way we nourish and uplift each other, for it is the sharing of this hallowed time together that sustains us.
The placing of candles upon a circle of evergreens is an age-old tradition. Lighting additional candles each day or week as the light wanes has been a part of human rituals for centuries upon centuries. We are warmed by the glow. We are reminded that the wheel of the season will turn and brilliant lengthening days will return. The original Advent wreath in the Christian tradition dates back to the 16th century and included a candle for each of the 24 days leading up to Christmas. For us here in this time, the circle of evergreens reminds us that life and love will never end. We light candles each week with anticipation as we know a new season will soon be here. Days will become longer, and we know the warmth of the candles will soon be replaced by the warmth of the sun. The first Advent candle is the candle of hope. Hope is the motivating force that moves us through times of despair. The days are getting shorter, the weather colder, and the nights longer. Hope tells us that longer days are ahead, that new life will emerge, and that we need to hold on just a little longer. With hope, we begin our journey toward the sun and the new life it brings. We light the candle of hope.
Come as we light this candle of memory. Come as we light this candle of hope. Come as we light this candle of reverence. Come into the flame. Come into the flame.
Sorry about that. Okay. The story today is The Gratitude Jar by Katrina Liu, illustrated by Bella Ansori. Aw, Emma got a pink bracelet, but I got a yucky green one. It isn't fair, complained Mina as she opened her party goodie bag. I'm sorry you're disappointed, but you did have fun at Sarah's party, asked Mama. Yeah, but Sarah's house is so much bigger and nicer than ours. She even has her own room. I have to share mine with Leah. It isn't fair, continued Mina. At dinner, Mina groaned. Not leftovers again. Addison said her mom was ordering pizza for dinner. It isn't fair. The next day, Mina stomped home after school and let out a big sigh. Jackson showed us the coolest seashell from Hawaii during show and tell today. He got to go on an amazing summer trip while I had to stay home. It isn't fair, Mina grumbled. Mama carried a big glass jar into the room. Get out your most colorful paper, glitter, and glue. We're making a gratitude jar, she announced. What's a gratitude jar? It's a special jar that reminds us of the good things in our lives. Every day, we'll write or draw one thing we're grateful for. Then we'll drop the paper in the jar. It could be the yummy pancakes we ate for breakfast, a warm bed to sleep in, or time with our friends. I'll start. I'm grateful for this sunny weather so we can have our family picnic tomorrow, said Mama. Now, why don't you give it a try? Mina thought for a minute. I can't think of anything. Here's a tip. Think about a person, place, or thing that you love or enjoy, encouraged Mama. Oh, I've got one. I'm grateful for Leah, even though sometimes she takes my toys, she said as she gave her baby sister a little squeeze. Excellent, said Mama. On Thanksgiving Day, we'll take them all out to read. Then we'll see just how blessed we are. I'm going to decorate it with lots of colors and shiniest sparkles. This will be the most beautiful gratitude jar anyone has ever seen, Mina said. Mina thought about all the things she was grateful for. The lemon tree in their backyard that they used to make fresh lemonade, their trips to the local library, and her grandma's delicious handmade dumplings. She was especially thankful for her family. Even though they didn't have as much money as some other families, they had more love than anyone she knew. The gratitude jar became a special part of their family's daily routine. Every evening at dinner, they each shared something they were grateful for that day. By Thanksgiving Day, the jar overflowed with pieces of colored paper. They had to replace it with an even bigger jar. Not only did Mina stop whining and complaining regularly, but soon enough, the entire family found themselves in a happier mood. I'm glad we did this project, said Mina. I can now see all the wonderful things we have. I'm grateful for the gratitude jar. Mama gave Mina a big hug. Me too, sweetie. And I'm so grateful for you.
When my mother turned 80, she lamented about how she had never accomplished anything in her life as only a housewife. And because of her lifelong depression, she wasn't the mother she should have been to her 7 living children. It was impossible to convince her that she had done the best she could with my father to raise us with little money but great creativity. So for her 80th birthday, I organized my 6 siblings, her 17 grandchildren, plus others, into writing things that they appreciated about what she had done for them growing up and beyond. I printed them on colorful cards and filled up a big cookie jar so that she could read one whenever she felt blue or useless. The jar was filled with gratitude for teaching sewing, cooking, letting my brother grow his hair long as a teenager, babysitting for their children, making the best Halloween costumes, and a myriad of other things. I think she was stunned with the abundance of appreciation. When she turned 90 and started her descent into dementia, she rediscovered the jar and called to tell me that I must have made it for her and she loved it. After her death, the jar made itself known to us when a cabinet door unexpectedly opened in her apartment. So we have actually used some of the cards for her eulogy and returned them to everyone who had contributed so that they could remember. It was a simple gift, but one that held great gratitude. Who or what in your life do you have great gratitude for? Have you told them? Sometimes we think that our appreciation is known, and yet how often do we actually express it? I'd like you to take a few moments to write your gratitude to whoever you wish, whether a person, living or dead, friend or spouse or child, your garden or the earth or the universe. Be specific. What is it that you are grateful for? Take a couple of minutes. Now, our tech producers are going to put us into breakout rooms of 2. In just a minute, you'll see a message appear on your screen inviting you to join your breakout room so that you can share what you wrote. After you click join on that message, you may be with someone you know well, or you may be with someone new to you. We invite you to turn on your camera and unmute yourself. You'll have 10 minutes to share your thoughts with this friend. When our time is up, there will be a 60-second warning and the breakout rooms will close and bring us back together.
BJ, would you like to join one of the groups? When I put folks into breakout rooms, I think you had stepped away. Would you like to go to a room? Okay. Let me reissue this invitation. Let's try that. Here we go. I just sent the notice to close the room, so folks should be returning to the main Zoom momentarily. The act of sharing our joys and concerns is an invitation to community, to support, celebration, and love. Now is the time in our service when we connect with one another by sharing our sorrows and concerns. While I read anything submitted into our form, I invite you to type your worries and sorrows into the chat box now. Here in our community this morning, we worry that there are a lot of people who are going to be struggling with the cold. And we worry for those who lack housing, food, and health care in our rich, abundant nation. In the chat, we hold the worry for a mom's independence. We were thinking about friends who just moved to a new office in the city and had it burglarized on Thanksgiving. We carry the fear of what an attack on Venezuela could bring about. We hold concern for a friend in hospice. And we worry about illegal actions our government has participated in. We worry about the unhoused and hoping that the warming centers were active last night. We hold these concerns with tenderness and compassion. May they be lighter because they are shared. As a community, we also share our joys and celebrations with one another. While I read anything submitted in the form, I invite you to type your celebrations and milestones into the chat. In our community, we are grateful for online sharing for those who are too far away to be in person. We wonder at the beauty of the snow and the children playing in it, which makes this submitter want to have a snowball fight. And we celebrate a fun Lord of the Rings themed Thanksgiving with family and friends. In our chat this morning, we celebrate the joy of playing with dogs in the snow and a happy Thanksgiving with 3 generations together. And Jamie Lang is grateful to be recovering well from a fall that happened 2 weeks ago that did not, yay, result in any permanent damage. Also celebrating many family and friends who have offered support and well wishes. And we share the joy of welcoming new member BJ McGuff, who signed the membership book on November 26th. Congratulations. We're glad you are a part of our community. And we appreciate and are grateful for all the care for 4 different friends who are recovering well from cancer treatments. We lift up these joys with gladness and celebration. May they be magnified because they are shared.
With many joys and concerns remaining unspoken in our hearts and minds, please join me in a spirit of prayer and mindful attention with a modified body prayer. We usually stand for this, but you may sit, and I'm going to go through it. We start by grounding ourselves with several breaths. So take. Then we begin in an attitude of prayer because we are all seekers. We lift up and out to the universe, to divinity, to the creative unfolding, and ask for what we need, set an intention, praise. And then we draw all the gifts that we have been given and the blessings back into ourselves. And as with all gifts and blessings, then we let them go back into the world. So we start here, up and out, back in, and down. And we'll do that 3 times at your own speed. Blessed be.
Our reading today is from poet David White from his book Consolations. Gratitude is not a passive response to something we have been given. Gratitude arises from paying attention, from being awake in the presence of everything that lives, within and without us. Gratitude is not necessarily something that is shown after the event. It is the deep, a priori state of attention that shows we understand and are equal to the gifted nature of life. Gratitude is the understanding that many millions of things come together and live together and mesh together and breathe together in order for us to take even one more breath of air. That the underlying gift of life and incarnation as a living participating human being is a privilege, that we are miraculously part of something rather than nothing. Even if that something is temporarily pain or despair, we inhabit a living world of real faces, real voices, real laughter, the color blue, the green of the fields, the freshness of a cold wind, or the tawny hue of a winter landscape.
The First Unitarian Church of St. Louis strives to be a welcoming congregation, inspiring lives of loving kindness and integrity by nurturing spirituality, building community, and advancing justice. Oh, I'm not unmuted. Okay. Your contributions support the mission and ministry of this congregation in the St. Louis region and beyond. This morning's offering will now be received.
When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings and name them one by one, and it will surprise you what that love has done. So count your blessings and name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what love has done. Count your blessings and name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what love has done.
Oh, are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does that cross seem heavy you are caused to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. So I say, count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what love has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what love has done. So within the conflict, whether great or small, will do not be discouraged. Love is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend. They will love and comfort you until your journey's end. So I say, count your blessings, name them one by one. Your blessings, see what love has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what love has done.
We give thanks and gratitude for the ability to gather virtually, the music, and your offerings this day. So, raised as a Roman Catholic, I always fought with the idea of a God that would have created us sinners and punished us for being human. Let's face it, long before I became a Unitarian Universalist, I struggled with a narrow, patriarchal, misogynistic view of the great white Father in the sky who could only be accessed through the priest. Even as a child, I couldn't reconcile that image with the real mystical connection I could feel with something greater than myself while sitting high up in a tree listening to birds, or lying on the lawn watching the ants, or even holding my squirming baby sister. Such holiness all around. But I was told it was only allowed in the building of my church, that no other religions held even a portion of it. All this to introduce why I ended up in my 50s doing my doctoral work at the University of Creation Spirituality in Oakland, California, with theologian Matthew Fox, studying with Brian Swim, Joanna Macy, and Diarmuid O'Murku, dancing with a Sufi dervish, making art with an indigenous Hawaiian, and tapate sawdust carpets with a Mexican shaman. Generally steeping myself in Matt's philosophy of original blessing rather than original sin, and rejoicing in the cosmic story of creation so wide it takes in all cultures and peoples and spiritualities, and bringing it all back to my work as a religious educator and into my poetry and my art. This universe story begins with darkness and mystery, then the Big Bang or Great Radiance. It follows the 13 to 15 billion year history of events that lead through the creation of planets, the earth, then leads to humans. I used to tell the story with a 50-foot rope laid in a spiral and marked with colored floss showing the various steps getting to us. One person would read the event and another would walk the spiral from the center outward and light a candle at the event, making our own ritual of the story. We would get to the very last half inch of the rope, to the monkeys, and I would ask, "What's left?" And a child would invariably reply, "Why, us." That last half inch was the entire history of humankind. The story put our lives into perspective. The vast history we have come from, farther back than countries and borders and tribes and conflicts. The story illustrated the absolute miracle that we are here at all. As Thomas Berry puts it, in the end, the universe can only be explained in terms of celebration. It is all an exuberant expression of existence itself. The sacredness of creation and our role in it is a starting point, what the mystical tradition of the four paths from Meister Eckhart called via positiva, the path of joy and delight, awe and gratitude. The via negativa is the path of darkness and silence, and also of suffering and letting go and letting be. The via creativa is a path of creativity, and the via transformativa is the path of justice and compassion. All four paths constitute an adult spiritual journey. Fox believes, and I quote, that gratitude is not just a feeling, but a way of life that can lead to a more meaningful and connected existence. By recognizing and appreciating the beauty in our world and the miracle of our very existence, we can cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and compassion, which can ultimately lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. May it be so. Our closing hymn is number 1010, We Give Thanks. Please join as you are willing and able. Our closing words are from Mary Oliver, The Gift. Be still, my soul, and steadfast. Earth and heaven both are still watching through, though time is draining from the clock, and your walk, that was confident and quick, has become slow. So be slow if you must, but let the heart still play its true part. Love still as once you loved, deeply and without patience. Let God and the world know you are grateful that the gift has been given.
Hello. Oops. Hello, I'm one of the producers, Pam Geppert. She, her, hers. We invite you to join us for virtual coffee hour right here in just a few minutes. And for those who haven't been to virtual coffee hour before, the way this works is that everyone will be randomly divided into groups of about 5 to 6 people using the Zoom breakout room function that we just used for sharing. In just a minute, you'll see a message appear on your screen inviting you to join your breakout room. After you click join on that message, we invite you to turn on your camera and unmute yourself so you can enjoy talking with your group. Feel free to stay and talk as long as you would like. Are you ready? Maybe so.